Good Wednesday evening, everyone. Live from Collins Grogan Studios. It's Thrift Barringer. It's the Rambler. It's the man. It's the myth. It's the legend. Big Rich, how you doing on this Wednesday night, man?
Fantastic Wednesday, Thrift. Glad to be here in the Collins Grogan Studio, ready to go.
Big Rich, got a lot we're going to be getting into. We're dropping flag football power rankings. We're also going to be talking again. We talked preview on Monday, but we'll go into some more detail about this week's upcoming slate in football. Plus, we'll try to get into a little bit of playoff preview. Not much, because, again, we don't know many outside of the GIAA who two teams are going to play, because this is the final week of the regular season for most Alabama schools and Georgia public schools, Big Rich. But we'll get into the Houlihan's Highlight of the Week winner. We'll have that dropping tonight as well, as we do every single Wednesday night, so I'm glad that we'll be able to do that. And then on Sunday, Basketball Media Day's here. So we already got basketball around the corner. We'll talk about some of the top teams coming into Basketball Media Day that we are excited about. We're presented by Glenn Smith Chevrolet, GMC, Coca-Cola, Kinetic Credit Union, Houston Clinic. And we got a great show in store for you today, Big Rich.
Absolute great show. It's the final regular season week for Georgia and Alabama in the GHSA and the AHSAA. We got the GIAA playoffs that start this week. We've got Calvary and Pacelli in the first round. Brookstone, of course, has that bye. And we also have a big event that actually was supposed to play today, but it got rained out and it got moved to tomorrow. All classifications for the GHSA volleyball state tournament is going on in South Commons, and we have several local teams who include Harris County and Callaway.
Yeah, well, we will be cheering them on, Richard, so we're looking forward to that. So what we're going to do, as always, we're going to take a really quick break, and when we come back from break, we're going to go ahead and get into it and talk about the Houlihan's Highlight of the Week winner here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Glenn Smith Truck Month is here. Get massive savings on GMC Sierras and Canyons. Check them out. Full-size GMC Sierras up to $14,500 off. GMC Canyons up to $5,000 off. Or take advantage of 0% financing, plus no payments until next year. At Glenn Smith GMC Opelika. Now in our 33rd year. Get ready to smile.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Visions Morning Show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Visions Morning Show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Visions Morning Show, and download the Sports Visions radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
Welcome back, everyone. Thrift Behringer here and Big Rich. So we do it every week, the Houlihan's Highlight of the Week. And we had 3 nominees this week. First one was Pacelli, Dustin Sherman finding a wide open John Thompson, Dave Plata on the call, and Pacelli got a big win over Westfield. The other one, Harris County, Rick Beach, a long-distance touchdown, breaking tackles and taking it to the house. And then the final one, Elijah Fudge to Amari Couch. He mossed on one of the cornerbacks from Columbus High. And all right, without further ado, let's see who the winner is for this week's Houlihan's Highlight of the Week. It's going to fire it. There's a man, and it's caught! Are you kidding me? Fudge takes it. It's going to fire it. There's a man, and it's caught! Are you kidding me? Fudge takes it. It's going to fire it. There's a man, and it's caught! Are you kidding me? Welcome back, everyone. And you saw there, that was a fantastic passing catch. And congratulations to both of them on winning the Houlihan's Highlight of the Week. Wow. Really impressive, Rich.
Very impressive. Great call. And I'm proud of the camera work that I did on that one to make sure that I actually got the catch. But, yeah, it was a team effort. And congratulations to Spencer.
Yeah, so there are Houlihan's Highlight of the Week. All right, Richard, let's talk about some of the games we talked about on Monday. Sandy Creek, Troup County, number 1 versus number 3. Can't get any bigger than this. Sandy Creek, the number 1 team in the entire state, taking on Garrison Edwards, and that Troup County high-flying offense is putting up over 40 points a game this year. They have over 2,500 yards rushing. It is going to be a sensational battle between these two, and I fully expect this to be high-scoring and down to the wire.
Absolutely. Sandy Creek is just a powerhouse in 3A, taking on the up-tempo offense of Troup County. And Garrison Edwards runs Tanner Glisson's hurry-up offense to perfection. But I think it's the defense that's going to step up. You're going to get a guy like Jeremiah Culpepper who has double-digit sacks on the season. You know, he could end up making a big play. It's going to go down to the wire. I think whoever has the ball last is probably going to win the game. Last year's contest in Tyrone was a back-and-forth high-scoring game, and I expect the same at Callaway Stadium this Friday night.
Yeah, I completely do as well, man. So we can't wait to do that. We also got Russell County and Beauregard. I expect Russell County to get their 9th regular season win and finish 9-1 in the regular season. What a year it has been for Coach Dylan Griggs and the Russell County Warriors. And then Pacelli will host Loganville in the first round of the GIAA, and I think that the momentum is on the Vikings side right now, so I think they'll win that. Also on Thursday, we got Columbus and Sumter. Now, this could be a major upset. If Columbus is able to beat them, we really would have a 3-way tie now for second with Spencer, Columbus, and Sumter County. Now, Sumter County comes in as a heavy favorite, especially after Columbus losing 28-0 last week to Spencer. But never say never. It is at Gannett. It's a home game for the seniors at Columbus High. And if they can play really good defense, keep it out of the hands of Sumter County, don't turn it over. Unlike last week, Columbus High potentially could pull off the upset. I don't know if I see it, but what about you, Rich?
Well, I think that Columbus has to play mistake-free football, and you're going to have to not only get Andrew Smith involved majority of the plays on offense, but get some of their other players like Mike Fox, like Grant Geringer, like Rayshawn Glover, get their top players open in space, because this Sumter County defense, they are fast, they are physical, and they like to jump out on top. And I think that Columbus needs to have ball control and keep that Sumter County offense on the sidelines.
I think that's a great point, Richard. So we'll see that on tomorrow, 7 o'clock, Gannett Stadium. Cannot wait for that one. And there's other games like Carver and Kendrick, which we won't be doing, but that'll be senior night for the Carver Tigers. And they're going to try to go 10-0 and move that winning streak to, I think, 20 games at this point.
Yeah.
Because I think they were 3-0, lost to County, went to 3-1. Then they won 11 straight. They may be I think 20 now. That will be 21 games in a row. We'll look that up here in just a second, Richard. But that I think that Carver's going to have no issues on Thursday night.
Yeah, Kendrick is kind of lost a little bit of their fire, losing to Shaw last week. This was a team that started 2-0, and they had, all the momentum in the beginning of the season, but they kind of stumbled as of late.
By the way, Richard,
Yeah.
12 games in the year
12.
last year. 13,
Okay.
excuse me. They were 2-0. Lost Harris County, went at 2-1. And then to end the season, Richard, they went on a 13-game winning streak, and they're 9-0 now. So they're on a 22-game winning streak right now.
But I do think that Coach Mayo has done a great job with this Kendricks Cherokees team. Lavasco Williams was leading rusher, rushed for over 110 yards a game. And this is also a rivalry game, Battle of South Columbus. You could call it the Del McGee Classic. I don't know. I just made that one up. But no, because Del McGee did play for Kendrick, and he coached at Carver. But, this was a matchup in the beginning of the season when Kendrick had that fast start. I'd be very intrigued by this matchup, but it's kind of lost some of its firepower. In Carver, looks like they're going to dominate like they've been doing all season long.
So that will be also on Thursday. We'll take another break. When we come back from break, it's flag football also in session right now. We'll talk about the top 10 teams in our area on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show. That's Big Rich. I'm Thrift Barringer. All right, Richard, let's throw it up. Let's talk about those flag football rankings. Everybody loves rankings, and like we said, I probably should have already posted these. I'll post them tomorrow. We rank more than just football.
Yes,
so
we do.
let's talk about those rankings, Richard. First up in the rankings, number 10, the Brookstone Cougars come in at number 10. Number 9, the Jordan Red Jackets. And then number 8, Russell County, already played 17 games, 9-8. I think they're right there on the precipice of maybe making the playoffs this year, Richard.
That's a big win.
So, and then number 7 at 7-1. How about Morgan Ingram's club? I honestly could see them even higher at number 6. They are like a really good team right now. So 7 Northside, 8 Russell County, 9 Jordan, and 10 Brookstone.
Yeah, and they've, by the way, have got an upcoming showdown with Columbus. So this Northside team, they looked pretty fresh off the gate. And what Coach Ingram's team has done, they're able to rattle off the many wins that they had. I've been impressed with some of these teams that making the rankings for the very first time, including the Jordan Red Jackets. Coach Hamby's team got a big win over Stewart County on Tuesday. And Russell County, we've seen them a couple times on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. They're really young, but they are also good and on the outskirts of making the playoffs. And, of course, Brookstone hasn't really played a whole lot of games. The 2 wins were against Heritage, but they still got to play Pacelli. They'll get to play Heritage again. There's not a whole lot of teams in flag football in the GIAA. There's only 12, and only 6 make the playoffs.
So let's continue on with those rankings, Big Rich, and we'll talk now number 6, Shaw Raiders. You saw them tonight against Brookstone. They got a win against the Cougars. Cougars are a very young team, but Shaw looking really good.
Yeah.
Number 5, I think the most improved team in our area,
Yes.
and that is KK Cooper and the Carver Tigers.
School on the Hill.
Yeah, they are
8-2.
loaded with talent, Richard, and I have seen them improve dramatically from last year. A lot of talented players that also play basketball and multi-sports, like Amaya Bass is out there, Nikayla Sims. We saw them on Coach Anson Hudley's team. Azari Scott, Sabria English, Armani Moore. They got a lot of talent out there. Cooper already graduated, but they still, Janiyah Cobb. I like this roster, and I like this team. Carver in the number 5. Number 4, Smith Station. They're making the playoffs. Brooke Norrid is just throwing touchdowns left and right. You got to see her tonight, Richard.
Yeah, she looked fantastic. Smith Station just obliterated Enterprise, another top team in Alabama, 25-0.
Wow.
And this Smith Station team, if you look at their record, they did lose to Central 34-0. I think Central beat them twice. I don't know, but Smith Station knows that they've got Auburn and Central in their region. And remember, a couple years ago, they made it all the way to the state championship. This is a very good team, and they got a quarterback in Brooke Norrid that can throw the football, and that's what she was able to do tonight.
All right. Finally, in the top 3, Columbus High, a perennial contender every year, played in the state championship last year. And what can we say about Coach
Christian Greer?
That is a good friend of yours, Richard, Coach Greer. And then how about Rick Beach and those County Tigers? 8-1, and they keep winning and rattling off big-time wins. And the number 1 team in our area who beat the number 1 team in the state of Georgia, Milton, the Pacelli Lady Vikings. Zach Cochran, he's the best coach in flag football around this area.
Yeah,
I'm
question.
United 3-time defending champion, number 1 perennial top 5 team in the country. I know there are other teams locally that are dominating, that have undefeated seasons, have won 50 games in a row. I know the Red Devils have been able to do that. But what the Vikings have done these last 4 years, and Zach Cochran being a pallbearer and a forefront runner, pushing this sport. So number 1, Pacelli. Number 2, Harris County. Number 3, Columbus High.
I want to talk about Pacelli. KK Jackson, she's got 14 touchdowns this year. I know losing a weapon like Michaela Hosley is tough. And you got a player like Grace Smith who's injured right now. But they got a young team, Molly Hilton, Kimora Jones. Well, she was on the team last year. Callista Williams. Coach Cochran knows what he's doing. Pacelli is the favorite. That's why we have them at number 1. They got a 9-1 record. They've been beating GHSA teams that are 6A teams. And we expect Pacelli to compete for a GIAA championship, possibly get their 4th straight GIAA championship. But this team is looking fantastic, and they got a mixture of some young players and some veterans.
Let's go to now the final volleyball rankings, Richard, and we'll take a look at them right now. Coming at number 10 is the Hardaway Hawks, finished 7-12 on the year. One of the more improved teams, and I think one of the coaches of the year, which is Coach Long and the Kendrick Cherokees, 17-6.
She won Coach of the Year for the region. Yes.
Number 8 is Harris County, 30 wins this year for the County Tigers. How about that? Northside finishes number 7. 6, Shaw, 9-14. I know many people are wondering how is Shaw ahead of Harris County, but I'm going to let Richard talk about that.
Okay, so they went to the second round of the playoffs where they lost to Ringgold. Harris County, surprisingly, didn't even make the playoffs.
Because of what happened in the region tournament.
Yeah.
And thank you, and that's exactly why I wanted you to explain that, Richard. How about Glenwood? They made it to the Sweet 16. Coach Kayla Strength did an amazing job this year with the Gators. They won an area championship, and they were dominant. Number 4, Columbus, Coach Carson Lay's team, a quarterfinal appearance, another great season for the Blue Devils. And then the top 3, Calvary lost in the quarterfinals to Pacelli. Brookstone lost to the semifinals to Pacelli, but both great seasons for Coach Henthorn and from Calvary and Coach Lee Halverson from Brookstone. But Pacelli does it again. You were there for it, Richard. What a season. for Coach
Kristen Trotter.
And Coach Trotter did a great job with Shannon Menifee and Ado, and the Vikings go back-to-back.
You know what the Pacelli volleyball team reminds me of?
What is that?
The Carver Tigers this year. You have Pierre Coffey winning a championship, and then Jarvis Jones comes in this year, possibly could win a championship for Carver. Jillian Schoenburn left the championship coach for Pacelli, and here comes Kristen Trotter. I know she coached the volleyball team before, but I think that it doesn't matter. When you have established a culture, it doesn't matter who your coach is. You've already established that you have a reputation of winning, and it was just the perfect fit. The Coach Trotter did an amazing job stepping in for Coach Schoenburn this year, and they're back-to-back champions. And you can add another multiple championship sport for Pacelli Athletics.
All right, we'll take our final break of the night, Richard, because we're going to talk about Basketball Media Day.
We're playing basketball. We love that basketball.
Chris is literally looking at us right now like, man, I wish I would keep singing. But we're going to talk about that. It's Courier Echo Latino and Porter Sports Basketball Media Day, powered by CB Hoops and, of course, hosted by yours truly, Georgia Alabama Sports Live from the Beck Center.
Yes, sir.
Will happen this Sunday, starting at 1:30. We'll be going all night long. We'll talk about that, preview, and more coming up next on the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show.
For work or play, it's Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Silverado and Colorado's ready to roll for Chevy Truck Month. Get going in a powerful new full-size Chevrolet Silverado with discounts up to $13,500 off. Test drive the mid-size Chevy Colorados. Big performance and big discounts up to $5,000 off. People from all over the USA are coming to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite, obey your thirst.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Visions Morning Show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Visions Morning Show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Visions Morning Show, and download the Sports Visions radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
Glenn Smith Truck Month is here. Get massive savings on GMC Sierras and Canyons. Check them out. Full-size GMC Sierras up to $14,500 off. GMC Canyons up to $5,000 off. Or take advantage of 0% financing, plus no payments until next year. At Glenn Smith GMC Opelika. Now in our 33rd year. Get ready to smile.
back, everyone, here to the final segment of the Georgia Alabama Sports Live Show. And we are going to be live from the Beck Center for the 4th annual Basketball Media Day, Courier Echo Latino News, powered by CB Hoops and Porter Sports. And we'll be hosting it as we always do on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. I was there for the first one in 2022. Richard, you were involved in 2023. And then now last year we had a lot of fun. And this year we're back at it again. We'll start with Carver. They come in and they'll be the first one we do. A team that's made the semifinals in back-to-back seasons, has to replace Tony Montgomery, but a ton of talent. Jaden Ford's there. We saw him from fall camp. We also saw other key contributors that were not there, like T.J. Woodson, but Tobias Tolbert was elite, and I expect the Carver Tigers to have a great season. We also have Harris County coming in as well, and I expect in Carver girls, Anson Hunley will be there too. We expect them to be as another contender and probably the favorite, I would say, this year in that region, Richard. So we'll start with Carver and Harris County. Lucy Ellis's boys team, we expect them to be much improved, which is a dismal year last year. And then Stephanie Ramsey, I mean, consistency is at its finest with her. Region champs, constantly winning over 20 games. So we expect her to be right back in the thick of things as well.
Yeah, what a great way to start the media days with the Carver Tigers. You look at what Coach Eric Allen has done, getting them to the Final Four. Should have beat the Butler team that won the championship. They got a lot of players returning. And you also talk about what Coach Hunley has done, them getting to the Final Four. I mean, they had a young team last year. They surprised a lot of people getting to the Final Four, but he was able to pull that off. And then Harris County, we know what Coach Stephanie Ramsey Dunn has accomplished with Harris County Lady Tigers. You know, making it to the quarters a couple years ago, region champs last year. They did get bounced in the first round to a very good Pace Academy team. But, you know, she's had great players like Janai Broom. She's had Brooke Bass. I mean, she's developed very well the players over there up in Harris County. And then I'm excited to see what Coach Lucy Ellison brings for the boys basketball team that's going to be much improved. Still a tough region. I mean, because you've got Jonesboro, you've got Griffin, you've got Stars Mill, Central Carrollton. I mean, those are going to be some tough outs in that region. But, yeah, what a way to start basketball media days with Carver and Harris County.
And how about this? A team's on a 40-game winning streak. The Pacelli Vikings will come in at 2-10. Coach Calvin Thomas's team finished the year undefeated last year. Bryant Thomas, back-to-back champions. He has to replace, Michaela Hosley. That's never easy, but
it's gonna be tough.
They reload over there. And Makai Williams, Matthew Melvin. Melvin. Yeah. I want to say Melton, but Matthew Melvin.
Michael Rowe.
And Michael Rowe. They got Sneed. They got a ton of talent. So I can't wait for this upcoming year for the Pacelli Vikings. 2:30, Columbus has got a new girls coach. We'll be introduced and looking forward to talking to the new Columbus High girls coach and Terrence Hill. And the Blue Devils. I'm telling you, they made some noise in the fall league. I expect them to have a pretty decent year and maybe vying for one of those playoff spots. And then finally, Shaw at 250. These are the first 5 teams we're going to be doing. Shaw, I think the boys program may be the most improved team this year. And I think Baldwin, I also think the talented Tally and Coach Christopher Orton. Shaw's going to win 20 games this year, and I think they could finish top 3 in the region. So Pacelli, Columbus, Shaw.
Well, remember, Shaw finished 3rd place last year because they got the upset over Sumter County. And so you look at what Coach Horton has done in his first year as official head coach, and then coming in, Alenzo Talley. I mean, that guy's just a superstar. You talk about Carson Baldwin. They lose a player in Zach Denson, but they do have Bryson Denson, I believe. Is he still on the team? I think he is.
Yeah, Bryson definitely plays.
Denson is on the team. Columbus, I love what Coach Terrence Hill has done. J.J. Johnson. What can you say? He was 6'6".
Yeah.
He can rebound, block shots. He's a scorer.
He can do it all, man.
Mid-range jumper. I love what he brings to the table. Just keep it coming. I'm telling you, Columbus and Shaw were battling
for that
playoff spot.
And they could be this year too.
Yeah.
And I think JJ's definitely going to be one of those guys that can be elite. But this is some of the preview we will be doing. Corey Black will be there, one of our basketball analysts.
He's our basketball guru.
And can't wait for that, man. So we'll have Kendrick at 310, 330 Spencer, 350 Brookstone, 410 Hardaway, 430 Northside, 450 will be Central, 510 Jordan, 530 Russell County, 550 Smith Station, 610 Calvary, 630 Glenwood, and at 650 wrapping it up will be Chattahoochee County. We're going to preview all those schools and their debut for the first time this year. So we cannot wait. This Sunday, Saturday at 1:30, basketball preview. And we just gave you a preview of the 5 teams we're going to start off with, but we will do that for all the teams. I promise you, we're not leaving them out on purpose. We're just late night already. We will have all that for you on Sunday, kind of a teaser of what to expect. It'll be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see Corey Black there and anybody else, any other media members that would like to be a part of it.
And basketball officially starts next week. Our first game is going to be CVCC. They're opening on Tuesday. Our first high school game, Brookstone and Shaw, they play on Thursday. I cannot wait.
All right, well, we've had a lot of fun here tonight, as we always do. Don't forget tomorrow, Columbus and Sumter County. On Friday, we have 3 football games we're going to be doing, so can't wait to have those. And then on Sunday, it's Basketball Media Day, as always. Thank y'all so much for watching. We hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday night, and we'll see you on bright and early tomorrow morning, Sports Vision's morning show, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Sports Vision 92.1 FM. We'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Vision's morning show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Vision's morning show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Vision's morning show, and download the Sports Vision's radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.